Okay, this is a product called Vabaso from a company called Vabaso. It's an electric lunchbox, and it's not that big. It's not tiny, but it's not that big. Um, it's a 55 watt, and it is made in China. Okay, cannot be directly used in the refrigerator and microwave. Don't put this in your refrigerator or microwave. Or don't plug it in if you're in the refrigerator. I'm not sure what they're trying to say. Warnings on the side. What does this say? I dropped some stuff off my desk. Using high temperature resistant environment materials, stylish and fashionable. Steam device is designed is a round cover, keeping the food fresh. Yada, yada, yada. Okay, so then you have that side looks just like the other one. And easy to use. This kind of shows you add a little water, which is kind of optional. That says in one of the questions, place the food and then plug in the heating. So that's information you may need to know if you know what it means. Just a thin cardboard box here, but mine arrived looking like this on top, and when I pulled it out, a little damage on the corner, which, it came in a box with other things. But then I turned this up and realized that this was already like this, and it's like this has been opened. So that was a little odd. I mean, I'm hoping to give it to someone for their birthday, but whatever. Probably end up being a family. Everyone will enjoy it. But it is small. Then you get this, which, comes in like this at the top of the box. And I thought this was an odd way to package this. Normally it's like folded and on top, and this would have been inside. Is how I would expect it to come packaged, but, that's okay too. So this is just a little box. And it folds open, and then you just put your box all the way inside of it, and it keeps the stuff inside much colder. Okay, so it's just a little insulated bag there. Now, I know from experience, if you live in someplace hot like I do, you could probably, seeing how this material is made, put something you want warmed, like bread, or if you have just like little tacos, put those in there, pre-made sandwiches, put those up on the windshield and put it inside this bag, and it would heat up. But only on a hot day in a hot area, where the inside of your car gets over 100 degrees. All right, so you pull this out of the bag, and use both hands, right? And so this is a little compartment for your silverware, and it is little, very flimsy feeling. This one is. You have the vent, which you need to take off. Oh, no, I dropped it. Hold on a second. Because, kind of want to put it back on there. All right, so this needs to be removed when you're cooking it so that the steam can come off. And you just put it back on there. And this is a carry handle there. And then you have 4 of these, which I found did not latch as well as I wanted it to. Now, it's possible it's because there's so much stuff on the inside. So, you remove the lid, and it's just a plastic lid like this, okay? And it has a seal on it. So, I mean, you can put liquids in there, and if you don't tilt them, they're not going to spill too badly. But if it does go sideways, all of this would get liquid on it. All right, so inside, and this is the way it was packed, which again, I thought, you know, that was kind of odd. This, let's just start pulling it out. You have a fork and a spoon. These are metal and kind of cute. You have a cleaning rag, which is like microfiber stuff. I'm not real fond of it. The texture. You have a regular electricity cord with, I'm sure there's another end of it here somewhere. And this gets plugged in. Oh, this is plugged in, oop, not on that side. Over here on this side. You just open the little door and plug it in, okay? Bottom is just normal plastic. And this one goes in the car. Oh, there is a instruction book page down in here. I was not sure about that. So I'll have to correct that on my or at least try to correct it. Sometimes I make corrections and they don't stick. So this little instruction book manual. It basically says this is what's in here. Delicate design and fashionable appearance with a special heating design. The lunchbox maintain consistent temperature to keep dish softer. What? Okay, it's convenient and functional with keeping fresh container design. It's made of heat resistant and sturdy materials compliant with NFDA. So just a little bit of instructions there. Put the cooked food or soup into the lunchbox. Cover the box and lock it. Open the socket plug and put it in the socket. Turn on the power. Now, one thing I'm going to tell you is I'm going to clean the box at once to keep it from smelling bad. It'll probably make it home if you need to. Keep it in a dry and ventilated place. Do not repair by yourself. Operating precautions. So you can just read all of this if you decide to buy it. A little short and simple. So put this one down. This was the car one. You plug it in, and it has a different. There's a plug for both of them. So this one's like this. There are two different plugs down here on the side. So now this just kind of tucks in the corner like this. You can put cold food here, put your hot food in here, or remove it totally and fill the whole thing with hot food, which is probably how my sister is going to use it, because we've got cold stuff all over the place. But if you're going to heat it, remove this portion first, because if you don't, your cold food will be mushy and hot. So this part is, you just remove it, and the little tin to clean it is tin, and remove the plastic before your first use. The tin lifts out. There's a little dish here, and then this is the dish on the inside. It's kind of like this blue stuff, and it kind of reminds me of my crock pot. So just how big is this? To give you some ideas, on the side, here's a couple of, everyone knows how big a Sharpie pen is, right? So that's what a Sharpie pens look like in it. You know, pens and pencils, they're a good size reference. And so it's not like it's tiny. Most of the space is usable. It's kind of like a bento box where there's not a lot of decoration that gets used with this. So I'm not going to give it 5 stars because the ad pictures make this thing look bigger than it is. But I am going to give it 4 stars, and if we like the way it works, I might give it the 5th one later.